As the second term of President Donald Trump unfolds, a troubling pattern has emerged that demands serious scrutiny from those committed to American sovereignty. A recent lengthy Truth Social post attacking online influencers and celebrities draws attention not primarily for the individuals named, but for the unmistakable signs that it did not originate from the president himself. The message reads as a meticulously assembled script. Every familiar Trumpian buzzword deployed, every pertinent personal detail about the targets supplied, all calibrated to hit the precise notes that resonate with a mass audience. This is no spontaneous dispatch from the man who built a brand on raw, unfiltered brevity. It is the product of professional scriptwriters feeding prepared talking points into an empty vessel. The contrast with Trump's established style is stark. His earlier posts, even at their most combative, carried the imprint of personal authorship, direct, concise, and unmistakably his. The current output is different, bloated, stereotypical, and engineered to project pettiness while advancing external narratives. The same hand appears at work in his speeches, where the president now recites lines rather than commanding the room. Staff who once would have intervened to protect the office from self-inflicted damage have either been sidelined or complicit in the transformation. What we are witnessing is not the evolution of a leader, but the substitution of one, an empty suit repeating someone else's words. This shift did not materialize overnight. It traces back to the first presidency, when Republican majorities in the House, Senate, and Supreme Court produced little of lasting substance. Measures that did pass were easily dismantled by the incoming Biden administration. Far from ignorance, Trump understood the mechanics of the 2020 election irregularities, yet chose a path that served larger objectives. The impeachments, legal prosecutions, and dramatic assassination attempts that followed all appears now to be theatrical in their execution and selective in their enforcement, kept him perpetually in the spotlight, priming the ground for a triumphant return. The early months of the second term appeared to deliver on campaign promises. Then the trajectory changed. Internal fractures widened, momentum collapsed, and the year has devolved into unrelenting crisis, capped by an avoidable war with Iran that no strategic necessity justified. At the core of these developments lies Trump's long-standing network of associations with Israeli interests and international financial powers. Business dealings with Rothschild-linked entities and agents operating within Israel's orbit are matters of public record. They point to a man who sought entry to the globalist table and discovered the admission price: the betrayal of American sovereignty. Whether labeled a globalist cabal, the Council of 300, or any equivalent designation, the architecture is the same. Trump's pre-presidential television persona, his first term's calculated inaction, the deliberate tanking of the 2020 contest, the staged legal theater, and the managed spectacle of his campaigns all form a coherent sequence. Every step advanced a controlled narrative designed to culminate in the current reality. A president fulfilling duties that systematically erode the nation from within. A figure who travels the world, engages world leaders, and maintains an incessant public monologue rarely pauses long enough for genuine reflection. That ceaseless motion, once marketed as strength, now reveals its vulnerability. Trump may have believed he could secure a seat among the architects of global power without surrendering the country he claimed to champion. The record suggests otherwise. The price extracted has been the very nation that elevated him, with cascading consequences already rippling across the international order. As this story continues to unfold, we must at least examine the possibility that Donald Trump's presidency represents not a populist reclamation, but the fulfillment of a bargain struck years ago. The man who once projected unyielding independence now functions as a vessel for agendas antithetical to American greatness. The American people deserve clarity on whether their leader remains in command or has become an instrument of forces that view national betrayal as the cost of entry to elite circles. Only by confronting this reality head-on can the nation determine whether course correction or outright removal from influence is required to halt the damage already inflicted.